Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, cool. Are you ready?
Hell yes.
All right, we are here live for the LHL playoffs here on the Digital Gaming League. And we are in the first round of the playoffs. There are 4 teams remaining in this thing out of 6. So things are starting to narrow down somewhat. Let me turn this up a little bit. Okay, yeah, great, wonderful. One would have thought I would have had all this set where I wanted to have it before, but you know how it goes. The main thing is we are here and we are ready to have this thing underway, as I believe our first game of the night, or our first 2 games, there are games 3 and 4 tonight for both of these matchups. I'm pretty sure San Jose is first. I believe they will be playing New York. And, well, we can do this the easy way, Aila. Tonight's schedule.
4 games on the schedule tonight, as the Legends Hockey League semifinals are underway. The Sharks won both of their opening round matches against New York on Sunday, and they will be looking to clinch a spot in the finals by winning games 3 and 4. Following that, Boston is hoping to stay alive against Toronto, who also prevailed in their Sunday night games. So much is on the line here on Digital Gaming League this evening, as we bring you further coverage of Round 1 of the LHL playoffs for Season 6.
Thank you. Yeah, you did more prep for this than I did, apparently. But we are about to get underway, it would appear. San Jose on the ice already. They will be wearing the red jerseys. There's Sammy, Baby Rage, Lucic, K-Bomb, and Crab in a Tree, at least to start things off. And as we await their opponents, we'll see how they do. Now, San Jose was the top-ranked team in LHL. They clinched the best record, and so they are looking to be the favorites to contend for the title. But we'll see what New York has to say about that. They've got their backs up against the wall, losing those first 2 games. So they are hoping this is not their last night of LHL Season 6. And we'll see how they go about it very shortly here, because they are starting. Oh, Matt is here. That will help them immensely. Doc Emmerich, Gabe, Dick Doug, and Proper Cheese. Looks like that's going to be your starting lineup in blue for New York. And, yeah, Matt has been absent from some of the games that we've seen on the DGL here. So, definitely a great goal scorer. He will have to put in a few to overcome this San Jose team, who's just looked phenomenal all season long. And so the opening face-off begins as we get underway. And we'll see New York start off from their own zone. A nice pass over everybody there, but it is intercepted at center ice. Will they be able to move this in? They're at least going to get it into the zone. And he looks up, finds him. Oh, that's a chance, and it goes in. Gabe! As he follows up the pass from Matt, who just kind of dropped it in front. K-Bomb got a piece of that. But Gabe there to finish it off. And so very early on, New York has a 1-goal lead. They're a promising start, but here's a steal and a chance. And Lucic down the corner now. Proper Cheese followed him all the way through that cycle to make sure that he was not able to get a good shot off. And that's good goaltending there. Oh, and there's one off the post. And I think K-Bomb might have gotten a piece of that. Not sure. Here's another one. And another big save. Definitely Proper Cheese got a piece of that. In fact, he got all of it, but still in front, and he quickly just scoots that one out of the way. And some good goaltending to start things out. And they will need that. They want to hold on to this lead. Another one beautifully thrown up into the front. But nobody there to pick that up. So now a quick shot from the other side. San Jose pushing things in on offense and tries to hit that with a high stick, but will bounce over him. And now here is New York on the move again. Plenty of room. The shot, a beautiful save by K-Bomb. My goodness.
Quite impressive,
Oh,
I must
man.
say.
Yeah. Both these keepers looking very good here, Aila, so far. And we are about halfway through this first period. And, yeah, games 3 and 4 here. They play best of 7. And then the teams who win these series will go to the finals of LHL Season 6. So, yes, a lot on the line. It is all led up to these playoff games. And, again, San Jose getting it done in the regular season, but as we have found in this game, the playoffs are an entirely different matter. It's just like starting over again. So you go from square one, and you try to get things going. Oh, and Proper Cheese. Again, the shot on the doorstep. He's able to turn it away. And so with some ace goaltending from Proper Cheese and that one from Matt to Gabe, New York looking pretty good here in the first. That could change quickly. Here's a shot. And did that go off the crossbar? It's kind of hard to tell from this angle here high up above in the skybox. Either way, doesn't go in. Backhander has a chance. It's going to go across the crease. And now they will just chop this down to the other end and dump it in. We're nearing the 1 minute mark of the first. And San Jose playing a little bit more deliberate here. Again, that is playoff style. The counterattack becomes very important. You don't want to leave yourself too far out. And here's a backhand attempt that won't go. But, oh, and that one, somehow, the rebound, though, Matt is going to get it. Dick Dug on the initial shot. Looked like it bounced up and hit K-Bomb in the face or something. He's like, I'm sorry. But, wow.
This is something else.
It is. Fighting for their playoff lives, this New York team, the Islanders, they have a 2-0 lead as we go into the end of the first period here. But still time to do something for either of these teams. Or maybe another goal before time runs out. Sending it across the slot. The rebound attempt. It's going to be shot high and wide. And now here's another one coming in from the far side. That will not go. And so, yes, we will keep this scoreline as we go into the second period. This is Hockey Question Mark. It is a free-to-play game. It's made by Cryptic Sea. And you can pick it up at hockeyquestionmark.com, and you totally should. As far as what you want for esports, it has everything. Like Stefan, this game has everything. I mean, a big skill curve. You know, these guys have put a lot of time into getting this good at the game. It's played from the first person, and it's a handful to try to control it, but when you get it down, it's just joyful. And we've experienced so many great moments in this league and in all the North American leagues and the international leagues. But LHL, probably one of the most prestigious of leagues, and certainly the busiest. They have a heavy, heavy schedule. 3 nights a week they have regular season games, followed by these 7-game playoff series. So, yes, they put in a lot of work playing this game, and it shows. We always say it looks very easy from up here, sitting on high watching them play. I assure you, though, it is not. And just like that pass, right on, beautifully done. And the one going into the slots is going to go a little bit behind. A save made by Proper Cheese. And New York will finally gather this puck back after a couple of good attempts at the net by San Jose. And again, it is just good goaltending along with a couple of scores on the board for New York in this Game 3. This is what they needed. This is what they wanted to see. But as we have seen throughout the regular season, San Jose can turn things around very quickly, quite possibly. But good defense there by New York as they are pressing the issue a bit. So we're about halfway through regulation. Now picked up, stolen. Doc Emmerich moving, shooting, save made. Proper Cheese redirect in the corner. Sent back out. And this will go all the way back to K-Bomb. He's out at the face-off circle with this. And they're just going to play the dump and chase. I see some people not pleased with that. That is a legit strategy in the pros and here too. Not these guys aren't pros. That's a pro save right there from K-Bomb. But yeah, dump and chase is part of the blue collar style of hockey in general. So it's playing the percentages. Just throw the puck down in the corner ahead of you. Everybody get in, use the boards. And you have to say it's been quite effective so far this season. Oh, and that one through traffic got slowed down a bit. Proper Cheese did make the save, though, and it was a tough one. And this one helped along in front, and it's going to go a bit wide. So San Jose getting some good opportunities once again, and again back the other way. Gabe shoots and scores! Oh, man, got it at about waist level there, and so the second goal of the game for Gabe. How about that?
This is some good stuff.
So far it really is, especially if you are a New York fan. They look very good tonight. And like I said, oh, but that's a beautiful shot as Crab in a Tree knocks one down from Baby Rage. And that is just high-level shit right there. Wow.
Yes, indeed.
So, finally breaking the scoring drought, San Jose will get one on the board before time runs out in the second. Off just a great individual effort. Well, that was just a good pass, but I don't know, having the wherewithal to knock one down like that, that's a tough play, but they made it. But again, pressure in their own zone now as New York with the puck, and right now they're happy to just control it and take it behind their net and ride out this second period. But stolen chance, time running out, and he won't get all of that, trying to get it off in time. So we'll go into the third period. New York with a 2-goal lead, 3-1. And it leads to an interesting third period. makes me think Killage and I were talking about on Friday night about how the third period is really the most crucial period of a hockey game. Well, yeah, it's the last period, but that's one of those Madden-esque kind of things. But it's a cliche because it's true. And this one very important for San Jose, and he is harassed enough there by Cheese. I think we've all been harassed by Cheese a time or two in our lives. Some of us more lactose intolerant than others, I suppose, but he has been stellar in the net and out of it. He had to come out big on that one. And it just took a great shot from Crab to get it in. And this one is not going to go, but they're going to hold it in, and he will send it in front. A lot of bodies in front, and they are able to deflect that pass. And again, we've talked a lot this season. This is the first LHL season that they switched, from 4v4 to 5v5. So you are seeing a marked difference in the way these games are played. And I dare say that it probably does favor things like dump and chase. But it also means that you have an extra defensive. What a shot by Lucic. Oh, boy. And we have a game on our hands as he gets a crazy backhander there. And pulls San Jose within one. Now off the draw. This one's going to go in. Lucic sneaks one past proper Cheese and ties things up. 3:23. Knotted up. My goodness.
Unquestionably spectacular.
Yes. And so New York trying to counter. They've got the puck on the other side here. Going to send it. He's looking for somebody at the point there. He's going to leave that. And they will reset their offense from their own zone. Now he's going to go ahead and launch this one going in, but K-Bomb there to stop it. When you get into any hockey playoff, the goaltending position so crucial. And it will certainly be crucial as this one ticks down, as we have a tie game on our hands. And he'll send this across the slot. I don't think they were anticipating that one. With the backhander coming through. What a save! Proper Cheese! As again, he pulls one down that was dropping right towards underneath the crossbar. And this attempt will go wide. Long distance shot. 2 minutes now in regulation. Will this go to OT? Maybe, maybe not. Shot save. San Jose holding on to it. They will keep it at the point. He's going to go ahead and fire here, and it's going to go off the post. And Proper Cheese quickly sends that in the other direction as they were crashing the net looking for the follow-up. Minute and a half now. Still anybody's game. New York in control for a great deal of regulation time, but again, that crucial third period. San Jose got that one goal in the second, and that gave them a little bit of an extra boost, and a big save by K-Bomb. But then, San Jose regained some momentum and have come out big in the third, and Proper Cheese coming out big again to keep that one out of the net. We are under a minute in the third period. Will this be decided in regulation? Each team just kind of jockeying for position here now. And you'll see Baby Rage. He's taking it across in front. Oh, man. So he had Crab waiting there. But again, New York defense coming back. They will grab the puck here, 21 seconds, sending it in. Ooh, but that one's going to go wide. Not sure if he was passing that or shooting it. Sort of fell in between. 10 seconds now. 5. San Jose's got to shoot, and they're going to get bodied up at the point. And so we will go to overtime for our Game 3 of this series. This is big. I feel like it's a must-win for New York. I mean, technically it's not. If you want to look at the numbers, that would put them down 3 games. You have to win 4 in a best of 7, if my math is correct, Aila. But yeah, that's a big hole to crawl out of. So they're really trying to breathe some new life into this series right now. And they've got the puck in the San Jose zone, but it is quickly taken away. Here's Lucic. We've seen him do it so many times throughout the regular season, trying to work his way through. And finally that will be taken away from him. And now Sammy will try to start things. Gabe on the steal. Sammy and Gabe are going to battle here. Sammy comes away with it. Loose, Crab there, sitting it down. And Crab will be here to pick it up on the other side. No, it is chipped away. And so we'll go back for Baby Rage to start once again. And there's a beautiful pass. This one goes across and does not quite enter the crease. Man, if they would have won that on just a odd deflection like that. Man, oh man. But here we go. Next goal gets it of this Game 3. And New York really pouring it on here, trying to get this back and get things started on offense. But San Jose has been relentless with the offensive pressure. And also they're there in the neutral zone to keep things going. Having that extra player, that 5v5, it helps you. You got somebody back, and there's a save by K-Bomb. And so a lot of the times, if you can get control of the neutral zone, if you can handle the pucks that fly out of both zones, you've got a lot of control over the tempo of the game and how things proceed from there. But all tempo aside, all it takes is one goal. And so all that's kind of a non-issue. It's just about getting in position to get that one goal. And here's a chance, and this one is blocked. K-Bomb there to shut down the corner. Here's Matt. And he gets it stolen from him. Sammy, nice move there to get it away. And the shot coming in, K-Bomb had to be quick there to make that stop. Both these goalies have a lot of saves in this game. And not just quantity, but quality. They have really had to do some crazy things to keep this game as close as it is right now. Here is one that it looked like he was just trying to throw it into the zone there on the dump in, but instead it will be dumped to the other side, New York. Handled now, babyface over to Lucic. Gabe coming in. Dick Doug, Doc Emmerich going to try to tie up Crab in a tree here, and they do. It will be Dick Doug, sending it around the boards to Matt. He is immediately hit into the boards, the body check. And we're down to the 1 minute mark of our first overtime period. How long could this end up going? Here's the shot. Oh, and that one had a good chance as he had the teammate waiting for it. And again, setting up something similar here, but proper cheese that will travel up the stick. And it is a no-go, but San Jose starting to make some moves. Here is the counterattack from New York. He will carry it in. And probably try to set up in front, quickly swarmed upon by the entire San Jose team is back there. But again, stolen. And he's looking for Matt in front. And Matt not able to catch up to that puck. So he's just hammering away there. And so many people in between he and the net. Sometimes that's not a bad thing to try to do because sometimes you get a favorable bounce. But in this case, it is not to be. We will go to our second overtime. So you're getting bonus hockey tonight. This is game 3 of round 1. San Jose in red, they won the first 2 games. So if they score here, they put themselves in a chance to potentially sweep this team. But New York, with their season on the line, they have played a very good game so far. And here's a long-distance shot that's going to bounce over the top of the net. They will try to fling one into the slot. Nobody home for that. And so now we've sent it all the way back to Proper Cheese to reset their offense. He's going to go ahead and fire a bunch of people getting in on that one. And still held in by New York. They're going to try to chase this down. But San Jose is going to come away with it. Lucic now using the boards, moving, shooting. And this one just shy of the net. And again, they will try to send that one into the slot. And again, just a narrow angle and not much room to get that pass through all the defensive bodies that are waiting there for it. So, strategy?
As Dr. K would say, there is still a lot of hockey left to play.
At this rate, there certainly is, Aila, as we see K-Bomb making another big save there. We don't really know how much hockey there is left to play at this rate. This could go on indefinitely. But something's got to give, and both these teams very good at offense, but they're also very good at defense too. And Proper Cheese getting another big save. San Jose holding on to the puck, though, here as, again, there it is, picked up at the point, sent back in. But now New York will look to push this in the opposite direction. And again, it gets pushed into their zone. A very back and forth game. But here's a nice move on the steal. Shoot, scores! Gabe! On the beautiful pass from Dick Doug. And Gabe expertly handles that one. Takes his time. Puts it where he wants it. And how about that? New York will get the win in OT, in the second OT of Game 3, and make their series 2-1 in favor of San Jose. And now they'll try to get another one here. As we waste no time going right into Game 4 of this 7-game series, which we now know will not be the last game of this series. So with that goal, Gabe basically ensured that his team has at least one more night of LHL. And possibly more. If they keep playing at the level that they've been playing at, they looked very good in that game. And a lot of testicular fortitude showed on that last shot. They're hanging in with statistically the best team in LHL here. But as we said, the playoffs, a different beast entirely. And here is Matt. Oh, and K-Bomb emphatically says, no, thank you. As Matt was just kind of playing with him a little bit there. So now sent back in to San Jose, the dump and chase. They will try to regain this at the point. They do. And going to try to shove it through here, but again, Proper Cheese will get it out in time. So now this will be pursued into the corner by Matt. K-Bomb there to get it away from him. And a nice pass to Lucic here. He's on the move. He gets around a few people. He'll probably go for the shot here, but it is rejected. And this puck is traveling. Finally lands. Only briefly, as it is launched back into their zone. Sammy now to move it down the boards. Crabbing a tree. Taking it around the net. They might try to send this one in front. Waiting for some of his teammates to catch up here. But it will be Gabe who gets out in front of this. He's got a chance. He's got room. Shoots. Scores. And Gabe has really been on fire tonight. He gets the assist from Doc Emmerich and makes this one 1-0. My goodness.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Can they keep it up? They definitely, that seems to have lifted some spirits here, the way they played in the last game. And clearly they came out with a sense of purpose tonight. But the San Jose team is not to be denied as well. So, exciting stuff. We expected no less from the LHL playoffs. So we thank you for joining us. The millions of people watching right now on Digital Gaming League. You could be watching some stupid MOBA. You could be watching people playing some video game card game that doesn't even have real cards but charges you real money. But no, you're watching the Sport of Kings Hockey ? Here on the DGL. And we salute you. A minute and some change now in the first period, and New York, after that thrilling OT win, currently hang on to a 1-goal lead. This is very similar to the last game. They had a 2-goal lead for much of that one. And San Jose just clawed their way back in. Not to be confused with Claude. But they were engaged in the act of clawing. Okay. So we go under a minute here, and they're engaged in the act of trying to get it out of their own zone. As a little ping pong going on. The puck does not hit the ice there for a few passes back and forth. But the steal and room to move. Here is Matt. He shoots. And he was looking for Gabe right there in the crease. And again, K-Bomb, very strong. "20 seconds, still time now. Proper Cheese, redirect into the corner. 10 seconds now, and this one's going to go to center ice, and probably that... I never want to call these periods too early, because we've seen too many last-second shots when there's like 0 time left on the clock. At times, literally 0. But this one will stay 1-0 going into the second. As New York, coming into tonight down 2 games, got one back in the game 3 you just saw, now trying to even things up in game 4. And they will face an opening barrage here in the second period as San Jose had a few people there. And now picked back up. You see Matt immediately double teamed. They know to be looking for Matt. They probably should be looking for Gabe a lot too, because he has really performed well playoff style here. Sent down now. Crab looking in front, and that one did not get to him. And this one deflected. Oh, just a few inches away from the stick. As again, Crab waiting there. And here is Gabe. He's got room, and he is just going to sling this one along the ground and get his second of the game. Well, it's not ground, it's ice, but you know what I mean. And what it means for this game is that we're, very much in a similar situation to what we saw in game 3. But here's a new beautiful chance in front. And it looked like it got tangled up a bit there, but they're going to regain it for a moment and get it sent back out. So at this point, one would think that you would see New York try to kind of circle the wagons a bit here on defense and start kind of playing back a bit. But you can't really afford to do that with this team. And Lucic is not able to slow that shot down, so this will get past proper cheese. And, how about that?
My goodness.
So that makes it 2-1. And while I'm sitting here yakking about playing back on D, and with this San Jose team, with the personnel they have, I may have to walk that back. I don't know that it makes a real difference. Just got to play your game and not play their game, essentially. Here's a shot. This will go over the net. Picked back up at the point. Sammy shot. And looking very much the same from a mirror angle as one from the left, one from the right, the near side, the far side. Now they will pick it back up. New York trying to hold on, get it out of their zone. And they will just continue it back here. Lucic will get to it first. And he's looking up at the point. But this will be stolen, and here comes New York. He's got room. He's behind 3, got one waiting for him, and Gabe shoots and scores his third of the game. I believe that is 2 playoff hat tricks in a row tonight for Gabe. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, 3-1. Your scoreline here in the second period. So this is looking uncannily like the first game we saw, down to the sequence of scores. But I'm sure New York would like to prevent San Jose from both. It's hard to deny Lucic. He gets his second of the game as he twists and fires in front. And with about a minute left in the second, he will pull them to within 1. Once again. It's deja vu from like 20 minutes ago. But the third period's still to come, and possibly more. We haven't been limited to 3 periods tonight. Double overtime in the first game if you missed it. So sent down Lucic. And now here's Gabe to handle this. Sammy's going to get it though, and swatted at by proper cheese going over the net. And it looks like He may have been trying to do a similar move to that one goal from before there, was Lucic. But they will have to play this out of their own zone. 10 seconds now, facing some pressure from New York. They're going to just take time off the clock here and stop them from sending in numbers. And so we will go to the third period of this game 4. Again, New York has a lead, 3-2 currently. Can they hold on? In the playoffs, there is a big difference between 3-1 and 2-2. So if they can hold on and win this, definitely changes the complexion of how this series has gone. I mean, we're used to that a bit in hockey with your home games and your away games, but we're in a video game, so that doesn't matter quite as much. The crowds are just as loud anywhere you play, and you can hear them now. And here's a shot, and this one's blocked. The rebound shot off the post. Traveled close to, just kind of flirted with going over the line, but not able to get any joy there. But Lucic, what a shot! He will get the hat trick himself. And so it is Lucic v. Gabe in this game so far. And Matt had something to say about that as he rattles one off the crossbar. And that is a shot that you will see Matt finish 95 times out of 100. But every once in a while, the framework gets you, and it did there. So we are tied again here in this game 4. We have 3 minutes of regulation. I don't want to start calling any overtime stuff too early. But you never know. It has certainly been an entertaining series so far from what we've seen. Kind of a contrast in styles with these teams. And again, a lot of battle in front there. And Proper Cheese is content to just get that away from the goal area. So Matt will take it, switch things up. Looking for Gabe, finds him. Gets it picked, though. And San Jose will dump it into the New York zone. 2 minutes now. And doesn't get all of the backhand pass there, and probably wouldn't have mattered. He didn't have somebody waiting in the slot. Now they're starting to come in, and now they're ready for it. But this one is going to take a weird bounce. And New York quick to shut down those passing lanes and send this back the other way. K-Bomb will take it in the corner. Looking for Crab, finds him. And Dick Doug circling in to stop his forward motion. And here's a long distance one that K-Bomb will handle easily. 1:22 now. And again, the specter of overtime looming heavily here in the arena. And these fans know it. You can hear the anticipation in the crowd noise. And from the millions of you watching right now on Twitch TV. or if you're watching this later on YouTube, hello. 44 seconds now, looking to stuff one in on the wraparound. Not able to. 38 seconds. Regulation time left. Dumped in. That's New York on the dump now. Gabe, he'll send it back around to Matt as he corrals this somehow. Lots of traffic, though. And again, he will be separated from the puck. And here comes San Jose. And the pass immediately blocked. 15 seconds now. Dick dug to take it. And the shot coming in. Proper Cheese with the save. 7 seconds now. And, oh, Matt's got room. He's going to fire, and K-Bomb is there. And so, yes, for the second time of the night, we will go to overtime. Wow.
Yes, wow.
So, you can't ask for a more toughly contested series than this game 3 and 4 have been. And almost some danger off the draw there as San Jose was knocking. And this will be picked up by Gabe. He will send it into the slot. He was hoping that Matt would be there. Matt was a little behind that, though. He was still in the neutral zone. The no-look pass. And now back the other way, the shot. And this one will go across the crease, but not across the line. So again, Matt with the puck. One of the reasons they went to 5v5 is because people said Matt was too good. And they needed an extra player. Will that extra player make a difference here? As the entire San Jose team just forming a back line there and very defensive-minded, but still a chance there for Gabe, even with that. And now here is Crab. He's going to get around everybody. This is a good chance. And Proper Cheese with a save. My goodness.
Strong play is its own reward.
Yes, and it's been very rewarding for both of these goalies. They've looked so good in this series. Just incredible work. I mean, neither one will be to blame for whatever the outcome is here tonight. These guys have just really kept their teams in it. But here's a chance now. Baby Rage. Proper Cheese coming out big, making the save. A risky move, but he had no choice. Nobody back. And now here is a double, triple team on Gabe there as the puck will go back to center ice now. And they will just reject this back into the San Jose zone for K-Bomb to pick up. Sent down looking for Lucic on the long pass. They're there for that. And this chip shot will go behind the net. Sent in front. Lots of real estate in between. Everybody's tied up on one side or the other. Now in the corner, Baby Rage. Opposite corner, Lucic. Baby Rage gets it back. Looking for Crab down low. And a lot of people in between them. And that pass will be intercepted. So now it is a race to the puck. Gabe and Crab will get to this first. And New York will gain control of the puck and try to get it out of their zone for starters and try to work some offense here. Dumped in, Gabe, always ready and waiting there. So we're under a minute left in this first OT. And again, working from their own end is New York. Matt taking his time with the puck. And he will get it back here. Gets past Sammy's room. Shoots, scores! Top shelf for Mama, keeps the cookies. Matt with no time left in OT. Finishes things off. My goodness.
And my goodness as well.
And so New York coming in down 2 games evens this series up with an impressive performance tonight. And I don't know what to say after that. It's good stuff. Don't go away though. There is still so much more. Who knows how much more? Oh, man. And so now, after 2 thrillers that went to OT, we will go into our second series of the night. These are the LHL playoffs. We are in games 3 and 4, both of the semifinal game 3 and 4s being played tonight. And so after a wild one between San Jose and New York, we will witness Toronto versus Boston. And this one, as Aila talked about, a very similar situation to the other series. As Toronto took the first 2 games, a scrappy Boston team looking to do what New York was able to do earlier and even the series up with the 2 games tonight. And of course, Toronto, if they can win both these games, they will sweep the series. And so, thanks for watching the millions around the world. So we're getting ready for this one. See some of the Boston players in here. Go ahead and give you the Toronto lineup. Looks like they will be in the red jerseys. It will be PK Paching. Go Leafs go. Timu Saltstar, Dildozer, and Big V. And with that lineup, it is not surprising that they are in the lead in this series. But no slouches, this Boston team, as they are starting to come in as well. We see Dick McButts, Bern Wernham, Zam. Zam says they're not going down without a fight. Yeah, that's the spirit, man. And hopefully they have enough players. Oh, they've only got 4. So Nina, the 4th player. And so a tough road for Boston, even tougher. Starting this out a man down. Oh, Pizza and Jarvin are at the Bruins game. Okay. Well, you know, are the Bruins in a game 3 and 4 of the playoffs? Well, but Boston does have some good players out there. We'll see if they can overcome the 1-player deficit. But yeah, it's going to make things tough. As this Toronto team, very good. And like we said, they will be looking to close this series out tonight. So Boston will have to skate extra hard to make up for that missing player. And like we said, the 5v5, a lot of the times that 5th player ends up playing more of a defensive role. So we may see Boston be a little bit more freewheeling with the puck here as a result. But here's a shot off the crossbar. And Toronto already on the move here. Dick McButts with it. He's going to go ahead and play this in. Easily sent away, PK Paching. And now the puck loose in the neutral zone. Shot coming in, the knuckle puck. And again, PK is going to corral a spinning puck and dump it back in. So Bern Wernham will start things off for the Boston offense from the point. Dick McButts going back to chase it. Timu coming at him. And he will work his way around him. And now Big V. And this is the old Dick McButts offense. Just get around everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Shot off the post. He beat everybody on the team but the framework there. So that is what DMB is known for. But here's a shot and score on the other side. Timu. And Toronto will take the early lead with an assist from Big V. So Timu, nice job on the counter there. Chopped down this shot. Nina on the save. And puck dangerously just hanging in the slot. And they are quick to move in and prevent any follow-ups. We're at the 2-minute mark of the first period. And Boston just happy to kind of take their time with this puck being down a player. Dick McButts will send one through. PK on the save. Dildozer now. Up to Timu, sending it across. Big V now. He's got Go Leafs Go skating ahead. Big V. And he is at the face-off circle firing. And again, it looked like this one hit everything but the inside of the net. So Timu, they're trying to hold that up at the blue line. But it will trickle away as we near the 1-minute mark of the first period. Shot and score! Beautifully done from Dildozer. Gully Sko gets the assist, but that was just a nice wrister from Dildozer. How about that?
Looking good.
So far they are, as it is a 2-0 lead here. And that extra player taking its toll on this Boston team. Outmanned perhaps, but not outgunned, as they have some scoring players on that team. And we'll just see a lot more of what you see from Dick McButts. So these guys, they'll just try to work it around everybody as much as they can. See a lot less passing and a lot more just puck control, individual puck control. Will it be enough? They're already down 2-0 as we go to this second period. But yeah, the other semifinals is now pretty much up for grabs. A dominating performance throughout the season from San Jose and carried on into the first 2 games of the playoffs. But a strong response tonight from New York, it must be said. Can Boston take inspiration from that? I've got a couple of periods to do it in, and maybe more if the other games are any indication. We have already had a couple of overtimes here. So if you're late joining us, that's why. Oh, and Timu off the crazy angle. He'll get his second of the game. How about that?
Yes, indeed.
3-0 now, Aila. This Toronto team really setting themselves up well here. So, Boston in a tough spot. Strategy?
Someone is going to have to step it up a bit here.
Yeah, to say the least. And will that someone be Dick McButts? It certainly has in the past, in the storied history of hockey ? But Toronto knows this as well. They're going to be looking for him. And they will be playing the puck more than the pass, I suspect, when they see him carrying it through. But sometimes it doesn't matter if you know they're going to do it. They're going to do it anyway. DMB, Matt, so these guys. Gabe tonight, I must say. But Boston, they will, that counts as a dump, I suppose. The SPK will leave it behind the net for Dildozer. Halfway through regulation of Game 3. Toronto will gain control. The shot coming in. Nina with the save. The rebound chipped up and hits the post and bounces over the net. A couple more good opportunities there for Toronto in a game in which they already lead by 3. Nina plays this out, finds Burnwornham with room. Stolen, though, Timu. And Dick McButts will take it right back. 148 now. We'll see what he does with this as he and Timu battle it out. They're going to hold it at the point at least. Now in the neutral zone. Dildozer gets it back. He's going to go ahead and send this through. Now look on the wraparound. Very nicely done. Just patient, waited, fired. Couldn't get it through. A lot of the times when people get those kinds of shots, they'll immediately take the shot. But he waited for it. Butts sneaks one through for the goal. And Boston, they will not be shut out tonight. Not in game 3. And so could that be the spark that ignites the engine of the Boston offense? Can these metaphors get any more tortured? I do not know, but that is why we are here, is to witness these historical events taking place in front of us now. And Go Leafs go. Looking in the slot. Pick this back up. Gets his own rebound. And now Boston will have a chance to play it. It is picked off center ice, Dildozer. Again, he will dump this in. 22 seconds, second period. Toronto, again, moving in the offense. Big save, Nina. And the shot coming in from the point. It is blocked. A bunch of people in front of that. 7 seconds now. The backhander and another big save by Nina. So, good work from between the pipes to keep them within 2 at the very least. Is 3-1 as this Boston team down by 2 games, down by 1 person. Definitely the underdogs. Can they fight their way through here in the third? Which is, as you know, the most crucial and important period of any hockey game. Need to add that to your repertoire, Aila. Strategy.
It's all about control of the neutral zone.
And it has been so far, and that's one thing that having that extra player really helps this Toronto team with. So they're able to keep control of a good 2/3 of the ice. So Boston is kind of, they're not really able to work their passing game like they would like. That extra body in front of them. But they have other skills they can bring to the table here, and they are starting to do so in the third period. As this one, oh, did they get somebody? Oh, Cisco is here. Okay. I remember Cisco from Deep Space Nine. So he's hoping to follow the rules of acquisition and acquire a couple of goals here in the third. But yes, that means that they're no longer shorthanded. What a save through traffic by Nina as a rocket coming in. Screened off. There's several people in front of that. The degree of difficulty there very high. Go Leafs go now. And he'll try to push this through. And yeah, you can already see the difference the extra players making for Boston. So they're able to get control of where those passes are intended to be going. And now they have a chance to set up some offense. They need to do something quickly, though. They're at the close to the 2-minute mark remaining in this game 3. So they'll need a couple here to push it towards overtime. which I was starting to feel like overtime in all these games was somewhat inevitable after the first couple of games we saw here tonight. But maybe not. We'll see if Boston can get the puck back from Toronto here. There's a nice pass there. Dick McButts will get it back, and this is going on net. Duche with the save. 1:23 now. And it's starting to look very much like a 3-0 series for this Toronto team. They're happy to just dump this back into the Boston zone. They're going to try to make Dick McButts work the length of the ice to try to get through. But puck stolen and now bouncing loose. And Toronto, again, just happy to play keep away, keep time off the clock. But again, Dick McButts is going to catch up to this. The shot! And that will go off the post. He's looking for the wraparound, and Timu! Oh, how sneaky deaky. And he just kind of reaches around and, don't mind if I do, taps this one in. My goodness.
Look out.
And so that will pretty much draw the curtain, I think, on this Game 3 for Boston. But the good news is they now have 5 players on the ice, and so that already puts them in a better position here in Game 4. XMR Couch, what's up? Good tunes, thank you. Yes, those are from the IBN Free Music Library. We're putting out free music for people to use for their streams and stuff. In case you don't want to use Steve Aoki or whatever the hell they have for free already on this on the channel. 720.org/IBN. You can find more about it at IBN Casting on Twitter. Something we've been working on for a while. It's starting to build a little bit more. Try to put up a few tracks each month and figure by the time get a few months in, start to build a pretty decent library of various kinds of music, and that's how it's gone so far. Toronto now immediately off the draw, shoot, scores, Big V. My goodness, 1-0. 8 seconds into Game 4. Wow.
Oh my.
So Big V, he is looking to close this Boston team out in this series. But we're, as I said, very early on here. We'll see Timu send it across. Go Leafs go there to pick it up. Shoots. Save made. Rebound. Pushed out. Shot in way over the net. And somehow Timu came away with that puck. He'll send it back to Big V here at center ice. He's trying to squeeze that one through a couple of people. That was a difficult one with the way the positioning was. Yeah, I forget about the delay on Twitch. Yes, copyright free, royalty free. For people to use in their YouTube videos, their streams, their trailers, and whatnot. So I don't know. So a lot of these content ID type of things are super annoying. And, as somebody who has made a living off of music before, I I feel like it's counterproductive. But I'm an outlier, though. I mean, the first time I ever saw one of my tracks at a Russian torrent site, I was thrilled because I'm like, yes, I've made it. People actually care enough about my shit to steal it. I've arrived. This may or may not be the typical experience of your average person in the music business. So, shot! And what a save! Douche. Ho. And so that will give them a chance to hold on to this lead and move possibly through again. But Nina on the other side with the poke check will stop that one. Well played. So again, it is the playoffs, and goaltending, as it turns out, very important. And it's definitely paying off for both these teams as it had paid off for the series we saw earlier. But Toronto trying to move it. Now Boston will have a chance to counter on the break here. As the shot comes in, he will fire this wide to the left. They will try to chase it out. But regained by Toronto. And again, a little jump and chase going on. Big V there. Bern Wernham is going to send it out before he can get in. Held up the blue line, but now here is Dick McButts. And he is free. He's got room. And he will shoot. Oh, but harassed by Douche enough to... He tricked into firing one off the post. Just cut off the angle there. That is deceptively good goalkeeping. .30 seconds now in the first period. And Boston trying to get something in. Swing and a miss right there in the slot. But they will hang on to this in the zone. 17 seconds. Looking for somebody in front. And this will go all the way back to center ice. Dick McButts. He will go ahead and launch. It gets it in. A beautiful shot from Dick McButts. To tie things up. 6 seconds left. First period. How about that?
Wow. Just wow.
And so that was a very important goal for Boston as it does tie things up. And definitely makes things interesting for this second period. Now remember, if Boston loses this game, they are knocked out of the playoffs. So they would at least like to try to get one tonight to push this series to Thursday. Unless, of course, they're all going to the fucking Bruins game or something, like a couple of their players were tonight. It was the reason they were not here. But Nina, I've got to be glad that Nina has showed up, because yet another big save right there. And shot coming through, and another one! Again screened. Again from long distance. Again, one of those that was just dropping strangely in front. And this one almost tapped through. That's some crazy stick work by Timu. But not able to get the touch on it to get that down enough to the shot he wanted. So despite all the craziness, we are still tied. Maybe not for long. So we'll send one over the goal. That's always a good trick. Hammer it into the boards. Make it bounce in front. Look for somebody in front. And it was kind of a mind battle there, which Toronto will win. Shot save made once again, Nina. So PK on one side, Nina on the other side. They have been solid. Just solid. Here's one going for the wrister. Didn't get all of it. This will be Dildozer taking it now. It's being pursued closely here by Cisco. He didn't spell it with a Q like the thong song guy, but hence the Deep Space Nine reference. Everybody knows my references are on point. Or something. So we're at the 2-minute mark of the second period. And this game's still wide open. As again, Boston with a chance, but the steal now, and Go Leafs go on the move. He will switch this up to an emptier side of the rink. And again, quickly shut down as Boston gets back on defense. Minute 30 remaining. Save made PK. He will pull them one way and then send it down. Puck loose, neutral zone. Picked up, Timu. He's going to get to this first. Will he try to cut to the middle? He does. Burn Wernham there to get it away from him. And they will just send this back into the corner. And immediately sent back out. So now it's just looking for room, both of these teams, as they're each being played pretty closely, but there's some room as Go Leafs goes, sneaks behind Nina, and gets the goal. There's a little confusion in front, and he takes advantage of that. What a play.
I must agree.
And almost an own goal there. That's Cisco. He's able to negotiate with the Kardashians and get the assist as Dick McButts gets his second of the game. Ties this thing up at 2. So a quick response from Boston after the score from Toronto. Now they've got it off the draw, and the shot coming in again. Off the post and out. 12 seconds, second period. Taking their time here. Shoves it through. Go Leafs go with the second of the game. Timu will get the assist. And again, just very patient and deliberate. Right there in front. Had the time, took the time. Got it home. To take the lead going into the third period. Yeah, XMR Couch gaming and music. I have I'll speak on this more in one of these podcasts or something, but it's hard to say which is the more terrible business. They're both pretty evil, even by entertainment standards. But I love gaming and I love music, so I put up with it. You know how it is. And here's Toronto. What a single-handed shot and score, and everything that preceded it by Timu there. Wow.
Oh my.
Good stuff. That will give Toronto a 2-goal lead here. And so Boston, who had done so much to get back in this thing, now down by a couple. Long distance shot falls in. Go, Leafs, go! And those are really, really tough shots for a keeper. But go, Leafs, go. Again, making it look easy. And then we'll make it 5-2 as Toronto starts to pull away here, and things are starting to look a little more bleak for this Boston team. They have 3 minutes to score 3 goals. Or else this will be Toronto in the finals. We'll see how Toronto chooses to play this. They are right now pressuring in the Boston zone. As you see him leave that for his teammates, circling the backhand wrister. And again, you're seeing them kind of back away into the neutral zone, just kind of they're in the prevent, I suppose you could say. But part of that is just not letting Boston out of their zone. He'll let him out by leaping over him there, though. As that's one way to do it. Now Dick McButts will catch up to this puck, and he will send it up to the blue line. Zam back here to take it. And puck spinning loose. Toronto will get to it. And they'll dump it in. Big V will get to it on the other side here. Quickly pushed out Cisco. This will go all the way back to PK. And now Boston quickly on it. As again, time running out. Minute and a half now. Shot through traffic, blocked. And Toronto getting in close to help on D. And here is Zam. The shot coming through. And he was right on the doorstep for the rebound. It's right in place for it. But the puck just bounces over the stick. And it's been that kind of night for Boston. But they came in without some of their players. Some of their starters at that. They came in even shorthanded. They only had 4 to start this thing off. And they came in 2 games down. But the point is, they came in. And they fought. But we have punched one ticket, it looks like, for the LHL Finals. As Toronto, barring miraculous things happening in these 15 seconds left in the game, will be going to the LHL Finals for Season 6. Big V will get one to finish things off. He will end this game with 2. And 6-2, your final. As Toronto takes the series over Boston 4-0. And just a not a great set of circumstances for Boston, but just well played by Toronto. So that means that Thursday, the other semifinals will continue on, as New York was able to get a couple of back against San Jose, up against similar odds. So I think that about does it for us, Aila. It's been a longer night of hockey than normal, but I want to thank everybody who did join us tonight. Thanks to all our friends at the DGL. Thanks to everybody in LHL. Don't forget Friday Night Hockey this Friday on IBN. And Aila, anything else?
Yeah, sure. I did my first radio show this past Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
You can find it at my Twitter. Why not follow me while you are at it? IBN Aila. And thanks to everyone who has been supportive of everything I've been doing lately. It's quite nice to hear from you all.
Absolutely. We have over 50 followers now on Twitter. That's pretty cool. It's more than a lot of non-virtual casters. And Digital Gaming League, our friends there, we want to thank them once again for hosting us. We will be back next Tuesday to bring you the finals. Yeah, it'll be the finals. Holy shit, we're already there. And more coming from the Independent Broadcast Network. Be sure and follow us on Twitter at IBN Casting. And you can follow me at Winners with One. And this will be up on YouTube later. In this case, it will be at the DGL. If you go to their YouTube, just type in Digital Gaming League. And of course, our YouTube is at IBN Casting. And I think we've shielded enough for all of our respective organizations that I don't know what else to add to all this. It's been quite an evening, definitely historical, and Season 6 continues. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you Friday on Friday Night Hockey as HQML continues, if we don't see you before. So, thank you. See you next time. Good night.
See ya.